10 Basic Principles of Graphic Designing. 1. Alignment. Alignment in graphic design isn't a new principle, it's the foundation upon which your design stands and appears attractive to the viewers. In simple terms, alignment refers to the arrangement of different design elements on various positions. It gives an ordered appearance to images, shapes, and blocks of texts by eliminating elements placed in a disheveled manner. 2. Repetition. Repetition is a design principle in graphic design that essentially comes down to repeating elements on a page. These repeated elements can be used to add emphasis or consistency on certain areas, or even just to make the graphic look nicer. Repetition is mainly used to make your design more consistent and easy to understand. 3. Contrast. Contrast is the most effective way to create emphasis and impact with your design. Contrast happens when there is a difference between the two opposing design elements. The most common types of contrast are dark versus light, contemporary versus old-fashioned, large versus small, etc. 4. Hierarchy. In design, hierarchy creates a visual organization to a design and gives the reader an idea of where to begin and finish reading. It can be achieved in various ways, using larger or bolder fonts to highlight the title, placing the key message higher than the other design elements, or adding focus to larger, more detailed and more colorful visuals than those less relevant or smaller images. 5. Balance. Balance, which is the way visual elements are arranged on a layout, is one of the key principles of graphic design and art, helping an image to feel stable and generally pleasing to look at. Although the elements making up an image don't have physical mass, balance assigns these elements with a visual weight, allowing some to feel heavier or lighter than others. Balance is either symmetrical or asymmetrical. Symmetrical balance is when the weight of elements is evenly divided on either side of the design, whereas asymmetrical balance uses scale, contrast, and color to achieve the flow in design. 6. Proximity. Proximity helps in creating a relationship between similar or related elements. These elements need not be grouped, instead, they should be visually connected by way of font, color, size, etc. 7. Color. Color is an important design basic and it dictates the overall mood of a design. The color wheel for graphic design is a circle with different colored sections used to show the relationship between colors. The typical color wheel includes the blue, red, and yellow primary colors. The corresponding secondary colors are then green, orange, and violet or purple. The colors you pick represent your brand, so be careful with the palette you choose. As a graphic designer, it's always helpful to have a basic knowledge of color theory. 8. Negative space. We've discussed the importance of colors, images, and shapes, but what about the space that is left blank? It is called the negative space, which in simple words means the area between or around the elements. If used creatively, negative space can help create a shape and highlight the important components of your design. 9. Typography. Typography is one of the key pillars of design, and it speaks volumes about a brand or an artwork when executed stylistically or even customized. Graphic designers use typography to adjust the text within the design. This helps in creating content with a purpose. The planned use of typefaces allows the designers to make a design look aesthetic and pleasing. The designers have been using typefaces strategically to make a text readable and also to make an impression on viewers. 10. Rules. Once you're an adept graphic designer who understands the foundations of design, then it's time to break some of those rules. And, by that, I don't mean, use pixelated images or an illegible font type. Remember, whatever it is that you're choosing to communicate, it should not be compromised.